Hi Weber fans, so today we're going to be unboxing the Weber QWare set. So what we'll do is get straight to it. Don't forget everything you use in my video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get your Weber products, so make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Hi Weber fans, welcome back to the channel. Again, those new to the channel, if you find you're getting value out of this content, then contemplate. Slap that subscribe button, it's absolutely free. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any good episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. So as at the beginning of the video, we're going to be checking out the Weber QWare pan set. Is it any good? What do you actually get in the box, and is it worth investing in? So what we'll do is jump straight to it. For those who've been watching my channel for a while, you know I've got the QWare frying pan. Now the only issue I had with that was I didn't have a lid. So we're going to dive in. I've bought the QWare pan set. Again, this is for the Q200 or Q2000 and up to the family Q, and you can use it on your Genesis as well. It's entirely up to you what product you've got. What I use at the moment is just the family QWare pan on my baby Q, because that will fit, but I didn't have a lid, so I was having to use tin foil and temporary lids when I was doing casseroles and stuff. So what we'll do is dive in and see what you get in the box and see what the pros and cons are. So what we'll do is jump straight into it. Right, so as we look, as it says on the box, you've got a silicone mat, it's heat proof, you get the casserole dish and a handle, and you get the QWare frying pan, and you also get a lid. So what we'll do is open it up and see what the quality is like. Side, we've got one lid. Okay. We've got our heat-proof silicone pad, what it's called. We've got our frying pan. So they're all Teflon coated. And what I do like about these, and if you didn't see the chicken roaster I did, Weber have actually covered all this as well with a coating. So you're not going to get that black issue, and you can wash them in the dishwasher, which is really cool. So next up we've got the casserole dish, is quite deep as well. Take that out, and there's your handle and your other handle. I'm assuming you get a little recipe book as usual. Good old Weber, you get a recipe book as well in there, just with a few short recipes and obviously instructions on how to take care of these products. Right, so in the set what you get is your frying pan, you get your casserole dish, you get your lid, you get your second little handle for your casserole dish, and you get your frying pan handle, which also works on your casserole dish as well. So if you're using your frying pan, you've got this handle here. You just flick that up, slot that on, and then pop that in your Weber. What's fantastic about this is, because of the product, you can actually remove the handle, so it's not going to get hot, it's not going to melt, and you can just use that in your Weber, no problems whatsoever with the handle getting hot. Take it out, lift that up, slot that on, and hey ho, away you go. The other thing you get with it as well, which is this silicone heat pad, which is a fantastic, I mean there's plenty of other options out there, there are plenty of options to buy these silicone heat pads, but Weber are actually putting one in this set to try and make it a bit more valuable, which I think is really, really good. Because obviously you've got plastic side tables and you cannot put your frying pan on there, well you can, but it would melt when it's red hot. So when I make brownies, what I like to do is obviously put this on the side, heat my butter, mix in the frying pan, obviously let it melt. The pan's too hot, I can't put it on the side tables, but you've got this silicone pad now, so you can put that on the side tables or anything that you don't want to get hot, as long as you sit it on there directly, which is fantastic. Now with this frying pan, you can use this in the baby Q, you can use it on the trivet, works really well, like I said, but you need the lid. So that was the main reason for me buying that set, purely so I got the lid. Now, the only issue I've got with the lid, and I've learnt this and found this out when I've been demonstrating, is that gets hot. That handle actually gets hot. It doesn't melt, but it does get hot. So make sure if you've bought one of these, when you come to take that lid off, you use some gloves, because that will get hot. Other than that, it works fine. It fits on that frying pan a treat. And then next up, next stage, you've got the casserole dish. Now you can use these for direct and indirect cooking, so you can use them straight on your Weber grill, or you can use them on the convection tray on indirect cooking system as well, as I've done in other videos. Now with your casserole dish, you just flip that off. This is your casserole dish, so put our casserole dish there. You've got this little handle here, so obviously don't leave that on when you're using it, so you take that off. That clips on there, and then you've got your handle. Now these go on either end, which I'll show you, so you can flick it off. You put on either end. They're obviously universal, so they don't get mixed around. So it doesn't matter which end you stick them on, they will fit. And then you've got your lid. So if you want to make a casserole, there's plenty of recipes you can do, and I'm uploading recipes on this channel, so make sure you check out the other recipes as well. I will put on a card above linking to a casserole I did, obviously not in the Weber casserole dish, but I did a potato bake and it tasted absolutely awesome. So I'll put a card above linking to that video. Make sure you check that out at the end of this video. Right, so what we'll do is grab a baby Q up and we'll just check whether this fits in. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. You can buy smaller sets of these, so you can get the baby Q versions. My only issue with the baby Q version I found was the frying pan. I found it a little bit smaller, especially if there's 3 or 4 of you and you're camping away. You obviously want the bigger frying pan, which is the reason I got the bigger version, and it does fit in the baby Q. So we'll just get a Q up here and check whether this fits. Right, so we've got the baby Q. So if we lift the lid, we've got our casserole dish here. So we'll just place that in, take off both handles, and this is for direct cooking. Okay, so if you get it right in the center, it does fit. So that works perfectly if you're doing direct cooking. So this is on the baby Q again. On the Q200 or the Q2000 or the family Q, you're not going to have a problem. Now when we put the tray in, again it's going to lift it 10 mil like it did with that chicken roaster. So I will see whether it fits now. Okay, and that's centered. And that won't shut. So it's not going to fit with that on. See if we take the lid off. No, it's still not shutting, so it's catching. So you can't use this in the baby Q with the convection tray and truly fitted, but you can use it just for direct cooking. If you've got a family Q or a Q200 like it's recommended for, you can use those. You can get the smaller version of this, and I will put a link in the description below of the smaller version. It's entirely up to you if you get it. I've bought this purely because I've got the Genesis as well, so I will be using this on the Genesis at some point, and I'll probably be using it for some direct cooking in the baby Q. And with the frying pan, that literally slots in there. Will it fit with the lid? I'm hoping it does. And away you go. So you can do casseroles in the baby Q with the frying pan, the family frying pan if you want, but you need the lid to do that. If you haven't got a lid, obviously use tin foil like I was using, but we know the frying pan fits. The casserole dish doesn't fit with it on the convection tray, but it will fit on the direct on the grill. Right, so the frying pan fits with the lid as we've seen. The casserole dish won't fit on the convection tray, but like I said, you can use it direct with the lid in your baby Q. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to investigate what sort of dishes we can do with it direct, but in direct cooking you're going to need the baby Q version of this. Right, so as I said, there are 2 sets. You can get the smaller set, which I think is around $170, and these were $200 for the large set, which is this big set here. So the large set is for your family Q and your standard Q, and the smaller set is obviously for your baby Q. But you can use the family size frying pan, which I highly recommend is an advantage in your baby Qs, because I find the smaller frying pan was just way too small when you're doing bacon and eggs for everybody when you're camping. And the casserole dish, you can get the baby Q version, which is going to fit on your baby Q. Well, me personally, I bought the bigger version because I've got a Genesis as well, but I can do casseroles in my frying pan with this lid, so then I've got indirect cooking and I can use the lid on this as well. Now obviously the handle, when I've tested this out, that gets hot, so you have to make sure you've got some heat resistant gloves to remove that when you take it out. Otherwise, when you take it out with your obviously your handle and your frying pan, and or you can lift that out, take it in the house. Do not grab that. These are heat resistant up to a certain temperature, obviously for going on your barbecue, but they do get hot and they will burn you. You've got the Teflon Platinum Plus, so it is scratch resistant, but obviously don't get using metal products in there because you probably will scratch it. But I've had my frying pan probably 5-6 years now, and it's done me proud. It's really good investment, really well. As well as that, it holds the heat, so when you take it out, you've got the heat still dispersed in there. So with your silicone mat, you can put that down, mix your muffin outside the Weber, so you've not got the lid lifted up, letting all heat escape while you're mixing your muffin in your frying pan. So I think Weber should give the lid with the frying pan. So if you buy the frying pan or the casserole dish, you should get the lid either way, because it is an advantage to use it. And especially if you're doing some of the recipes I've done on here where I've needed a lid and I haven't had one, I'd rather use tin foil or a round lid off one of my other frying pans just to use this and make stuff simmer. So it's an advantage having that lid, so you can literally put it on top and simmer stuff in your frying pan. Right, so I hope you enjoyed that quick unboxing and little review. From my opinion, $200 is pretty reasonable considering you get the casserole dish and the frying pan and the lid and that heat pad. If you want the smaller version, I think it's around $169 for the smaller version. So we'll put links in the description below, the best place to get your Weber products. So make sure you check out the links in the description for anything I use in the video today and future videos. So I think the main advantage with them is, one, they're Teflon coated, two, that the back's all covered as well, so it's all protected. So if you put it in the dishwasher, you're not going to get that black effect from what I got from that chicken roaster. Also, you've got the lid in there as well, so you can do simmering in your frying pan and you can do casserole in the casserole dish. Now, like I said in the video, there are two versions of this product. You've got the smaller version for the baby Q, and then you've got the bigger version for the Q and the family Q. It works direct and indirect on all Weber barbecues. And my only advice again is the handle on the top with that tempered glass does get hot, so make sure you've got a heat resistant glove when you're removing it, when you've got it indoors. But when you're making stuff, you can take the pan out. It will hold that heat for quite a while, so you can mix anything in the frying pan and then put it back in to your Weber without losing all that heat that's been dispersed by leaving the lid open. So again, those new to the channel, if you find you're getting value out of this content, then contemplate showing support by slapping that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. So what we'll do is cut to any bloopers, and I'll catch you in the next one. Right, so I hope you quite do that. Now with this baby Q,